we just watched the latest episode of Married at First Sight, and I predicted it. I predicted Jonathan. Didn't I, Mars? Because you said that Jonathan was interested in Sophie, and I said, no way.
Well, I thought he was.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Also, Qwami and Casia, which everyone saw that coming, though.
Yeah.
And also, Thomas and Adrian. I told you guys, I said there's only a friendship there. I kept asking the question over and over, have they been intimate? Because I didn't see anything more than a friendship. That is why, and I hate to say this, why Thomas sticks his nose into everyone else's business, because he isn't happy in his relationship. And what he finds in Adrian is a counsellor, a psychiatrist. Adrian is always helping other people. And that's his go-to, because he's got something that's troubling him inside. I feel like he has. I don't know if he's had this problem in his past relationships or if he's just not attracted to Thomas. But I feel the reason why Adrian helps everyone else out is because he needs some help himself. That's what I believe. Yeah. And I believe that no one really takes the time to ask Adrian, hey, what's going on with you? What is going on with you? And people who do help a lot of people out don't usually get asked those questions. Mm-hmm. So I kind of feel sorry for Adrian, I do. And when he broke down and cried, because he broke down and cried, remember he broke down and cried in this last episode? I felt sorry for him because he didn't cry for Thomas. I'm telling you guys now, it's not all about Thomas 24/7. He cried because he was truly upset because there's something going on with Adrian. Do you feel that, Mars?
Like, what do you mean, like a deeper...
Yeah, I feel like there's something going on because I know he didn't cry for Thomas. I know Adrian didn't cry for Thomas because it's not about him always babysitting Thomas. They've got a father-son relationship. They really do, where Adrian is forever babysitting Thomas and Thomas playing that little kid role, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a fully fledged sexual role. Like, they don't want each other, you know? Yeah. And I just feel like he cried because I feel like he's in the relationship, Adrian, to help Thomas. He's not in the relationship for anything more than that. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you get what I mean, Mars, or no?
Not really.
You don't get what I mean?
I mean...
you don't get what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. Like, and I get that it's you know, definitely nothing more than a friendship there.
Yeah, but why did he cry?
The way I
feel like Adrian... Do you remember what Adrian said?
He was overwhelmed with the situation.
No.
The parents were there, and I feel like maybe he felt pressure with them being there. And then he's talking about how he's...
Adrian said that he stays in a relationship a lot longer than he plans to. He said that on his Instagram live one time. He said he stays in a relationship a lot longer and doesn't leave the relationship very quickly. Yeah. And I feel it's because he hangs on due to the emotional connection.
I see loads of different sides of intimacy, to be honest. I think there's loads of lovely things. It's not just sex.
I understand. I do agree with what you're saying. I just don't see that particular moment when he's crying as... I know you're seeing it on a deeper level.
Yeah, I see it on a deeper level. I feel like he's completely overwhelmed. All these sexual questions are thrown at him. Like, so many sexual questions are thrown at him, and he's not sexually attracted to Thomas.
Yeah.
And so he's completely overwhelmed, but he can't answer these questions. He's solely in the relationship to help Thomas. So that's what I mean by the whole father-son.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Sure. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's all?
It was really quite sad to watch, because the reason why they've stuck their nose into everyone else's business is because they have trouble in their own. And that's clearly been shown today, hasn't it? Tonight's episode, yeah. What do you think about April and George? What do you think about them, Mars?
Oh, well, I didn't think much. I like her friend.
Yeah.
Her friend's nice.
Her friend is so lovely. He called it as it is. I really love that, you know. It isn't all about George.
And, like, I'm seeing it now.
Yep.
And I know it is alleged, the whole issue with George. But I am seeing how what we're seeing on the screen could be potentially red flags there.
Yeah.
And I can see that when I kind of connect the dots.
So, if we look into things, you know.
If I look, like, I can see how all these trust issues can develop into something more toxic.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's interesting to kind of see it that perspective, you know.
But I do as well.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think much of it about them this episode anyway, besides that.
Things have happened, things have been said, and I have felt like I have to defend myself all the time.
And what about Zoe? What about Zoe and, what's her girlfriend's name? Jenna. Yeah, Zoe and Jenna. How did you feel that went?
Oh,
it was funny.
You know,
I really like Zoe's parents. They're really nice people.
I like them from the
Yeah,
first
so did I.
time
I liked them
them.
from the very
they
first
were a
get-go.
cute couple.
They're so cute, you know? But do you think the problem with the whole children thing is going to be an issue for them too?
That's going to be an issue.
Yeah, because if someone really wants
where
children...
they're living is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I think they have a lot of big questions that they still have to sort through, and I'm not sure if they're questions...
See,
that
they
could
have
be
the sexual
deal-breakers.
chemistry down pat.
Yeah.
Them two are very... They've got high sexual chemistry.
Yeah, but they have very different
lifestyles.
ways of lifestyles, what their goals are. Like, these are big issues that they're
massive
going to have
issues.
to try and overcome. So.
Exactly, I agree as
I
well.
really don't know if this is something that me and Zoe are going to be able to get past. And if Zoe wants to have that conversation sooner rather than later, then I don't know if I'm going to be able to give her the answer that she wants.
What about Qwami and Casia?
Yeah, Qwami and Casia. I mean, look.
Do you know Casia's really grown on me? Like, I didn't like her at the start.
You didn't?
No, I didn't like her, but she's grown on me completely. I really like her. You know, she doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't degrade him. I know she may be a bit forward onto him at the start, which I didn't like.
You hated that.
I hated that.
hate that.
I hated that was too much. But she's a nice person.
Yeah, she is.
Talking to you about something serious here. This is something that's quite dear to me. And you want to make a joke out of it.
Trying to open up to him and be on a deeper level and give him some background on her life, and he was just taking it as a joke, and I did find that disrespectful.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Complete disrespectful, especially since all these things leading up to it, you know? Qwami not taking Casia to his house, just all these little tiny disrespectful things.
His live, his Insta story, how he said he'd take her off camera, but he didn't.
He still hasn't.
He's mentioned that he hasn't shown her.
No.
She hasn't seen it.
Exactly, because he said
So-
off camera he'll show her
He
his
obviously
place.
didn't do that.
No.
So what's he
Actions
hiding? I want to know what
speak
he's hiding.
louder than words.
How messy is your house?
Oh yeah, Qwami.
Like,
you know me?
did you
You're
put
wearing
the
all
trash
you're wearing all these designer clothes, Qwami, but what's your house like on the inside, you know?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who have you got hidden in your closet?
Exactly. 100%.
Who's in your basement? I don't know.
Woo! We've been watching this show. What's that show that we've been watching, Mars? The Silent Patient?
No,
The Patient.
You're getting mixed up with your
Yeah,
book.
yeah, The Patient. We've been watching The
Patient.
Patient. It's
Yeah,
been
with Steve
really,
Carell,
really
yeah.
good. It's on the Disney Channel with Steve Carell, and oh my God, it is. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So
It's
when
really,
Marzi
really
said,
good.
"What's in your basement?" I was like, "Yeah, what have you been watching, Marzi? Been watching The Patient?" Yeah. So we're looking forward to tomorrow night's episode of Maths. We're about to watch The Love Boat. We're going to assess it to see if it's good enough to review. If we really like it, we're going to review it.
Yeah.
Even though everyone in the comments said they're not really watching it, we're going to watch it and we're
well,
going to see if
it's
we
a
like
new
it.
show.
Yeah.
It's hard to see if you're going to like it. I'm hoping it'll be more drama like Maths. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks heaps. Let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah.
Do you think Qwami is a little bit too much? What do you think of the whole Adrien and Thomas situation? That's what I want to know. Do you feel sorry for Adrien? No one's really took the time to ask Adrien, hey, what's going on? You know, why you two aren't intimate? You know, just little questions, little deep question that no one seems to have asked Adrien at all. You know, sometimes when people put barriers
Well, they have
up.
asked him, but he's put the barrier right up.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. He keeps saying that, you know, it's not how he rolls, but how far can you roll?
Exactly.
You know, you can't keep rolling. You're going to fall off a cliff eventually.
Exactly. Great analysis, Marzi. You're proud of yourself for that one, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I can tell you are. Anyways.
My brain's for there.
Yeah, anyways, guys, catch you later. See you on the flip side.